So things are getting real crazy in Westview. Hey guys, my name is Michael Thomas and welcome back. We're reviewing WandaVision Season 1, Episode 3. This episode is titled Now in Color. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but they went back and titled the previous two episodes. Initially, they were just episodes 1 and 2. Now they have titles. Episode 1 was called Filmed Before a Live Studio Audience. Episode 2 was called Don't Touch That Dial. So I really think it's interesting how they felt the need to hide those. They didn't really spoil anything, so I thought that was kind of weird. But yeah, this episode is called Now in Color, and this is inspired by the Brady Bunch and various sitcoms of that era, the 1970s. In this episode, Wanda is pregnant, picking up from episode 2. Wanda is pregnant, and things are moving at an accelerated rate. This is when you realize things are starting to break down in Westview. So, 1, the doctor. The doctor doesn't seem to be all that alarmed that he verifies Wanda's pregnancy, and the same day delivers the children. That, in and of itself, is very off. Also, Herb is cutting into the fence for some reason instead of his hedges. Geraldine is obviously somehow connected to Sword, and she breaks the simulation. She references something that happened outside of this sitcom world, and so that's really interesting. One of my favorite bits and one of the creepiest parts of the episode is when Wanda has the children, Billy and Tommy, which you will know from the comics are either Young Avengers or demons, depending on the story. So we'll see how this goes. I'm really interested to see what happens with the Billy and Tommy Maximoff. But one of the things that's really interesting was she said that she's had a twin, Pedro, and Wanda doesn't reference his death, but Geraldine does and says he's killed by Ultron, and Wanda just kind of snaps and kicks Geraldine out of Westview, out of the simulation. She lands in the real world. Our world, I guess. I don't know what's happening. And so, yeah, this episode really picked up a lot of the intrigue and mystery and sort of accentuated on the creep factor of the entire story. It's still funny. It's still funny how canonically now we have a stork that is just as strong as Thanos. Thanos fought Wanda, cried like a baby. The stork just shrugging off all her attacks, which is pretty hilarious. Why is Vision making 1 million burgers in the intro? I don't understand. The man can't eat. We established that. He made 1 million burgers. I don't know. This episode was fun. There's not a lot to discuss aside from the stuff I already mentioned. Again, we're starting to get a broader sense of what's happening. Like when the doctor says you can't escape small towns. And so are they trapped? Are they trapped by Wanda? Is Wanda trapped by some other force? Because in episode 2, Wanda, the radio is saying, Wanda, who's doing this to you? In episode 3, it feels like Wanda is doing this to everyone else. So I'm really interested to see where we go with that, how we toy around with it. This could be some House of M stuff. This could be a spin on that. I'm really, really, really hooked on this show, and I can't wait for the next episode. So thankfully, there's no breaks with this show. But yeah, that's episode 3 of WandaVision Now in Color. Can't wait to see what the next episode is. Wonder what time period we're going to be. Is every episode going to be different? Sitcom, we're going to end up getting something like The Office? Are we going to get Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Are we going to get Friends? What type of shows are we going to end up getting later on? Are we going to get Roseanne? As we move forward, Seinfeld. That would be hilarious. But yeah, that's all I got to say on this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week for episode 4 of WandaVision. And have a great rest of your day. Stay flaming.